Well, hey, I am answering my questions for chapter one and chapter two. This is Angela Adams. I have the answers for chapter one on table 1.1 on page five. There was a list of knowledge, skills, and dispositions for a teacher leader. We were to choose two skills and two dispositions that we think were the most important. From the skills section, my first one that I thought was important was people skills. I think building relationships and being able to talk um, to any type of personality, any type of education, any um, any disposition in life, being able to get down on someone's level and talk to them one on one makes a huge difference, and it makes the other person feel so much more comfortable. So being able to and build a relationship with a person means being able to connect with them on some level. So I think that's a very important skill for a teacher leader to have. I also think problem solving is a very important skill for a teacher leader to have. I think the ability to problem solve will gain you a lot of uh, will gain a lot of respect from your co-teachers, from your administration, from other school community members. Being able to listen and find ways to resolve issues um, goes to show that you're caring, that you have the expertise and the knowledge of what to do to solve something. And I think knowing that people know if they come to you, you will help them solve their problems goes a long way for a teacher leader. For the two dispositions, the first disposition, well, first of all, one of the categories in the disposition, one of them was ethical. I am going to just assume that everything is ethical, and I'm not going to include that in my top two, even though that would probably be the top of the top. But that I'm just going to assume that everything is ethical. Um, the first one that I chose was to be supportive, to be supportive of um, if you're mentoring a new teacher, if you're supportive to a teacher that's having a hard time or a teacher that needs some assistance, being supportive to administration. If they need something, if they need some buy-in from teachers, they'll look to you for that. Any other community member in that has something to do with education is to be supportive, knowing that you've got them knowing that they've got your support will go a long way, and will encourage them to do what they feel like they need to do. So I think being supportive is a very important disposition for a teacher leader. And also, a teacher leader needs to be positive. I think that's very important. Being positive goes a long way in education. Um, Even if it's just to be supportive again, to be positive all the time, not to be negative, to find the good in everything, to look for the positive in all aspects. Even when things get rough, be positive and be supportive and be there for the other teachers, for administration, whoever needs um, a little pep in their step, to give that to them. I think that goes a long, long way. Um, those are my two skills and two dispositions. My skills were people skills, building relationships, and problem solving. My two dispositions were being supportive and being positive. They all kind of relate together, but they all, to me, are hugely important for a teacher leader to have. Um, Also, I've got notes here. So on page 30, our second question was on chapter 2, page 30. Table 2.3 was talking about the rewards for teacher leaders. And I could say money would be a great reward, but we all know that as a teacher, we're not in it for the money. We're in it for other fulfillment besides the pay. So I'm going to say the first one is verbal affirmation. Verbal affirmation for me, I am a person that thrives on verbal positive reinforcement, verbal affirmation. To me, that goes a long, long way. It just makes you feel good about your hard work, what you've done, makes you feel good that it's appreciated. I think that teacher leaders will feel the same way, to know that what they have done, their hard work, because it is work, above and beyond teaching. So knowing that their hard work, their extra time, their extra effort, uh, is thanked and is seen and is affirmed as something that is advantageous. I think that those rewards there to me go a long way, and I think it will for a lot of teacher leaders. The second thing besides verbal affirmation, was is interesting because I did not have any second thoughts about anything I chose. They all came to me just like that. The last one I chose for the second reward for a teacher leader is the encouragement and opportunities to implement new strategies to nurture the teacher leader and to grow and develop the teacher leader. As a previous business world person, a consultant, I know when I was able to look at processes, procedures, strategies, and implement new strategies in order to streamline processes or make procedures better, and to see that come to fruition and work was such a reward in that respect. So I think a teacher leader being able to implement a new strategy, something that will be appreciative to administration, to other teachers, I think that will go a long, long way, and also it will help them in their growth and personal growth, professional growth. It will help them learn, become more knowledgeable in their position, and it will, in turn, help out the organization as well. So, those two were my top rewards. So, I believe that was all. Have a good evening.